We ran into the downstairs bathroom, shut the door, and it hit the house. Just bam. And for about 30 seconds, I thought the house was going to blow away.
A pre-Christmas storm system has wreaked havoc on Tennessee, leaving at least 3 people dead across our state and dozens injured. One of the hardest hit areas is in Perry County, where 2 people were killed by the storms. Cuthbert Langley spent the day in the area and has more on how the community is already beginning to rebuild.
This is what many areas in Perry County look like today, particularly here in Linden. You can see this tree right here, the roots completely out of the ground. That strong EF1 tornado easily ripped this and many trees out from the ground last night. Homes are destroyed. Personal artifacts are strewn throughout the entire area here, again, in Linden. We spoke today with the EMA director, and he says it was quite a challenge to get up into the areas to survey the damage. But later on this afternoon, the National Weather Service did confirm a very strong EF1 touchdown here last night, taking the lives of 2 people. The storm so strong it ripped their home from the foundation and it rolled down the hill. Now today we spoke with another man who lost almost everything, yet is still thankful to be alive.
Luck has nothing to do with it. It's a gift from God. He can take you whether you're in the storm shelter or not.
There are no serious power outages here in the area, which of course is helping crews with the cleanup efforts, but I am told it will be weeks before things return to normal. In Perry County tonight, I'm Cuthbert Langley, News Channel 5.
Thanks, Cuthbert. Now, this is the second major tornado to hit that area. The last one was back in 1999. In rural Wayne County, a tornado tore through the small town of Lutz, leaving a widespread path of destruction behind. News Channel 5's Chris Cannon is in Lutz, where the cleanup has become a community effort.
The bell outside of the Lutz United Methodist Church stood the test of this tornado, but it is really one of the only things that did. The damage here is widespread.
Between the rolling hills of Wayne County sits the quiet town of Lutz. It's a peaceful place in a valley, until the force of a tornado came through and shattered the quiet Wednesday night as it tore a path of destruction right through the town. On Christmas Eve, folks around here focused on cleanup. At the Lutz United Methodist Church, members saved what they could.
We have some of the records that were in the filing cabinet. Yeah, we got quite a few of the songbooks and a few Bibles.
The tornado showed no mercy on the church. Pews tossed around. The only thing left standing, the doorway so many people walked through over the last century.
Just thankful to be alive.
The Keaton boys did what they could to help at their church.
A little tornado can go a long way.
And it can do a lot of damage. The twister left its mark from one end of Lutz to the other. It did plenty of damage at Marie and Billy Ray Frank's home.
I said, something's happened.
The couple was in their house Wednesday night,
But we've lived right here 50 years.
when the tornado came tearing through, leaving just as fast as it arrived.
It just started, it sounded like a freight train, and it was over in half a minute. 10 seconds seems like.
But the twisting winds were on the ground long enough to touch nearly every building in this town. The damage is widespread and extensive. Despite all this destruction, no one was seriously hurt.
Thank the Lord we're okay.
And that is something to be thankful for on this Christmas Eve.
The community really has come out to help the residents here, but they are suspending donations until Saturday. That's when you can start bringing them to the Collinwood Recreation Center. They do not need any more water or clothing donations, but they do need cleaning supplies, work gloves, safety glasses, and heavy-duty trash bags. In Lutz, Chris Cannon, News Channel 5.
Postal customers who have post office boxes at the Lutz Post Office can pick up their mail at the Collinwood Post Office. Lawrence County was also hit hard by storms overnight. Homes and buildings were damaged, some even destroyed. News Channel 5's Jesse Knudsen has been surveying the damage all day and files this report.
Here in Lawrence County, 3 people were injured, and they were all inside of this home. When the winds came, the homeowner says that it flipped their house over off of the foundation, and it landed down on top of a car. Now, one of those people did have to be transported up to Vanderbilt with a broken back, but luckily they're all expected to survive. Now, today we did talk to another homeowner who was inside of his home when the storm hit, and he said he's lucky to be alive.
I heard that rain picking up, and I thought to myself, man, I got to get out of here quick. This don't sound good. But I never got the chance. When the trailer started rattling, it was over.
Milton Steele's trailer was picked up by the storm and thrown across his lot, more than 50 feet. Amazingly, he escaped with just a minor cut to his hand. Throughout the county, many people saw destruction in their own front yards as the high winds tore through the area. This shot from Sky 5 from earlier today shows you just how strong the wind was in Lawrence County. And as for Milton, he says he's stunned he's still alive.
I believe I had some divine protection or I wouldn't have made it. Because, you know, the only place where I was at in that trailer is the only thing that wasn't totally flattened.
The big question here is what caused all of this damage? That's what people here in Lawrence County want to know. Was it a tornado or just severe weather? Well, the National Weather Service is looking into it, and as soon as we learn, we will let you know and all the people of Lawrence County know. But for now, they say that they're just happy that no one was killed in this county. In Lawrence County, Jesse Knutson, News Channel 5.
A fourth possible tornado touched down just 50 miles east of Nashville, near Lancaster in Smith County. Our Rebecca Schleicher visited that area where people are cleaning up. She shows us a close look at the damage and the people who are working to overcome it.
You can see the exact path the storm took just by looking at the trees. So many of them are turned over, absolutely mangled, even really large ones like these trees over here. Folks in Smith County say they've spoken to insurance adjusters tied up in other counties right now and may not make it here for a while.
But it peeled the shed roof off, and it's now laying out there in the backyard.
Randy Teat lost the roof to his dream home.
And I looked out, and this railing was gone. And I didn't know the roof had gone.
I don't think there's too much else in there.
Doug Maynard, his entire prized garage.
I still ain't found my chainsaw blades. That's the thing I've looked for the most.
Both said their families had a few minutes warning.
Actually, I was watching Channel 5 News.
Before each neighbor was hit.
And it sounded like a freight train coming over, and I pushed the window down.
We ran into the downstairs bathroom, shut the door, and it hit the house. Just bam.
And it was over.
For about 30 seconds, I thought the house was going to blow away.
The damage left behind will last much longer.
I opened the door and I came out and I didn't see anything torn up downstairs.
Than it took to make.
I've got a nice place for play basketball, I guess.
Family and friends spent Christmas Eve helping salvage what they could.
Anybody out there need any firewood, we got plenty.
Not what I was expecting to do on Christmas.
Relieved, no one in this storm was injured.
We're alive. We're all safe. Nobody got hurt. God was good to us that way.
It's a good time of year for that, reflection and prayer.
Homes can be replaced, shops can be replaced, all that, but lives can't. So that in itself is a blessing right there, especially right here at Christmas time.
As they thank God and nature, and whichever decided it wasn't their time to go.
We'll survive. We're strong.
In Smith County, Rebecca Schleicher, News Channel 5.
So many people affected. Emergency management staff are recording the damage to give TEMA a full report. That's how the government determines if they will receive any additional funding for the cleanup. Now, to help victims of the storms, News Channel 5 is partnering with the Community Foundation. Thousands of dollars worth of damage was done, but the National Weather Service is out today surveying the damage to determine an exact amount. For more information on how to donate, just go to newschannel5.com.